Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will show you top 10 best ninja games you should play. Let's go! Mark of the Ninja consists of stealth-oriented 2D platforming. The character is required to sneak through a series of environments while staying out of sight of guards and performing silent assassinations. Levels are divided into areas of light and darkness. The player character is visible to enemies in the former and invisible in the latter. Though passing within a certain immediate distance of an enemy's face results in the player being spotted irrespective of lighting. Sounds such as running may also give away the player character's location and are represented visually by a rapidly expanding circle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge is a side-scrolling action brawler with a pixelated art style. The player assumes control of Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, April O'Neil, Master Splinter, and unlockable character Casey Jones as they combat opponents, including the Foot Clan, Bebop and Rocksteady, Krang, and Shredder in locations ranging from New York City sewers to Dimension X. Each character has their own attributes, range, speed, and power, and plays differently. They have unique super moves and taunts. Nioh. Nioh is an action role-playing game set in Japan during the year 1600, with players taking the role of an Irish samurai named William. The player guides William on missions through enclosed environments, fighting both human enemies and supernatural beings called yokai. Missions are self-contained, hold alternate routes William can navigate, and selected from a menu rather than reached by navigating an open world. Shadow Warrior 2. Shadow Warrior 2 can be played in single-player mode, or in a new 4-player co-op mode. In co-op mode, each player experiences the narrative as Lo Wang, but sees other players as various anonymous ninjas. The level environments are more open and non-linear than in the previous title. New traversal mechanics have been added, such as climbing walls and double jumping to allow for more exploration. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Players assume control of Raiden, a katana-wielding cyborg. He is initially playable in his standard body form, which resembles the body used by Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 4, but with a more natural-looking face. The player can alter Raiden's appearance through alternative skins. Unlike previous titles in the Metal Gear series, where players try not to be noticed by enemies, Rising is action-oriented, focusing on sword fighting and a sophisticated cutting system to fight and defeat enemies. Although Raiden's main weapon is his high-frequency blade, he can also use other replacement blades, sub-weapons, and secondary weapons. Ghost Runner, played from a first-person perspective as Jack the Ghost Runner. The player must traverse dangerous environments by dashing, jumping, wall running, grappling, and sliding. The player will also encounter enemies, which must be handled carefully as both enemies and the player can be killed in one hit. Jack can use a mechanic called Sensory Boost, allowing him to slow down time and dodge and deflect bullets in midair. As the player progresses through the story, they will unlock new abilities and upgrades, which they can apply using Tetramino-like pieces on a grid system. Warframe. Set in the future, players control members of the Tenno, warriors who have awoken from a millennia-long cryosleep on Earth without memories of their past. In the Origin system, an in-game term for the solar system, they find themselves at war with the Grineer, a violent, war-driven matriarchal race of militarized human clones. Strider. The controls of Strider consist of an 8-way joystick and 2 action buttons for attacking and jumping. The player controls the protagonist Strider Hiryu, a ninja whose main weapon is a tonfa-like plasma sword known as a Cypher. He can perform numerous acrobatic feats depending on the joystick-dock button combination used. Pressing the jump button while Hiryu is standing still will cause him to do a regular vertical jump, while pressing the jump button while pushing the joystick left or right will enable him to do a cartwheel jump. Sekiro Shadows. Die Twice. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is an action-adventure game played from a third-person view. Compared to From Software's Dark Souls series, the game features fewer role-playing elements, lacks character creation, and the ability to level up a variety of stats, and has no multiplayer elements. It does, however, include gear upgrading, special abilities with a prosthetic arm, a skill tree, and limited ability customization. Rather than attacking to whittle an enemy's health points, combat in Sekiro revolves around using a katana to attack their posture and balance instead, as well as deflecting incoming enemy attacks, eventually leading to an opening that allows for a single killing blow. The game also features stealth elements, allowing players to instantly eliminate or severely damage most enemies if they can get in range undetected. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Ultimate Ninja Storm 4's gameplay is similar to that of previous games in the series, in which players battle each other in 3D arenas. A returning feature, omitted since the original Ultimate Ninja Storm, is the ability to wall run. Players can battle on the sides, walls, of each arena. A major change to the feature is the ability to have one character on the wall and the other on the field. The second player was originally also moved to the wall to keep the battle flowing and the system in check. The game has the largest number of fighters in series history. Its roster includes 106 fighters from the Naruto universe, including duplicates of the same characters such as Naruto Part 1 and Naruto Six Paths Sage Mode.